Okay. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, okay, I got you. So that is something we can definitely do. I mean, we do it on the managed platform and everything like that. So that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I was using it for the tax. Okay, okay, that's smart. That's smart. This is really niche. Um, so I'm also curious because I watched a few of the videos and you brought up the idea of other people's money or OPM to fund real estate, which
Yeah.
I thought was obviously really interesting. So I'm curious, how big are generally the policies you're typically writing?
Our average policy, like last month, was 30, like basically $3,000 a month or $36,000 a year in base premium. So they can overfund the policy up to 4 times every single year. So just to put numbers to it, let's say that they have to pay 30 grand a year into it. They can put up to 120, which is 4 times that. So they can put up to 10 grand a month essentially. And then on top of that, they can put a lump sum of whatever, let's say $500,000 in cash in up front to jumpstart or kickstart the policy.
Okay, so is that generally what you're doing?
I would say that's my average policy right now is 250 to 500K in cash up front, 30 to $120,000 a year.
Okay. Okay. So there's definitely okay. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. So this is definitely something we can do. I see. With the securities industry being so heavily regulated, I have to double check on my back office if this is something that we're able to do. But I mean, I'd be super interested. So in terms of collaboration, are you just looking to essentially have someone manage and open up the DAF?
In terms of collaboration, I have someone that does DAFs already. Like that's all they do, and they have a huge company. So for collaboration, it's more like I don't do the security side of things, you do. You don't do the insurance side of things, I do. Let's hand business to each other. Let's build a relationship together. Let's add an added piece of the puzzle to the client that they don't have before and be able to just add more value tax free and risk mitigation wise to high net worth individuals.
Okay, okay. So I see what you're saying. So I have a grasp now on the business model and everything. But you're saying so you just essentially referring. I refer to the insurance. You refer to the security side.
Yeah,
Not necessarily on the debt. It could be on the debt
it
side,
could
but it could
be.
also be on the personal level as well.
Yeah, like I mean, for example, like again, if clients coming to me and they're like, Josh, a lot of my clients look to me to put their whole picture together, but I don't really do the whole picture myself. So if somebody needs a trust, I have a guy that does trust. If somebody needs a new CPA, I'm going to refer them to my CPA. If somebody needs, they're looking to buy real estate and they want to get into investing more, I'll connect them with investors that I know. Like I don't necessarily do all of the pieces, but almost like a family office style, I have a lot of the pieces in my pocket and I just have to put a three-way text together and be like, hey Joe, this is Tom and Thomas, and Thomas does the wealth management side of things. He'll handle the securities. I know we're working on a policy right now, and I know you wanted to focus on some other things that you could put your money into that'll give you a higher growth. So he's the person to talk to. Here you go, type of thing.
Okay. Okay, because I do also do the planning aspects as well. I mean, it was literally just working on a financial plan. So I mean, even something I definitely specialize in as well. So I mean,
Yeah.
I definitely think there's a lot of collaboration. I mean, especially specifically what you're doing is very niche, and I find it very very interesting.
Yeah, like if I could be your infinite banking life insurance guy, that would be a win for me. Like, period. Just like when you're like, huh, you know what? I think this client, I think Bill and Mary should talk to Josh Waxman. Like, then just connect it. I don't have to be. I'm not gonna take over any aspect of what you're doing. It's like, hey, you already have stuff with us. I know you want to diversify. I know you want to mitigate your risk, and I think a whole life policy with a high cash value could be something to do it. Go talk to this dude, Josh, and see if you guys can hit it off together. And like, that's it. And then vice versa. Like, hey, hey, I know you want to focus on more stuff like life insurance is not an investment. It's a place you're going to store your cash. So I know you want to invest in different stuff. Here's my person that does real estate. Here's my person that does the wealth management, stocks, brokerage accounts. Call them and figure out what you want to do. Like, I can't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have any securities license and I don't really want to per se. You know,
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
yeah,
trust me,
I
man.
like
It's
doing what I do. And
suitability is a lot easier than best interest, man. I'll tell you that
yeah,
much.
100%. So like, I enjoy doing what I do and I'm cool with it. And I just want some more pieces to the puzzle that I don't do. Like, and vice versa. Like, I want to be able to add more value to my clients and I want other people to add more value to their clients, that we can hand stuff off to each other and be a team in a sense of just adding more pieces, adding more value to our clients in both directions.
Okay, that makes sense. So, I guess so. Your ideal client, someone that is looking for that, infinite banking concept. Um, but also, the people that already have existing insurance policies, whole life specifically, that aren't, necessarily utilizing them to the full capacity, and or looking for a whole life policy, but that are also using it in like a niche field like real estate.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, or just a place that you're like, hey, this person's sitting on cash and they want to do stuff and they're hesitant about the market or hesitant about some of the stuff I'm talking to them about. Maybe they should talk to Josh about some other places they could put their money.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm very curious too. If you don't mind me asking, you
Yeah.
obviously don't have to tell me, but the guy you're using or the people you're using that are like handling the DAS and everything like that, are you using like an advisor? Like, could you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, it's
I
just
understand if you want to stay confidential.
no, I don't care. It's this dude that I met through the Grant Cardone ecosphere. That one of their guys actually that works for the 10x stages, which is like Grant Cardone's speak on stage training thing. He connected me with this dude and just thought that we should talk. And that was it, really. I haven't done too much of it. It's just I know when I was talking to Michael Weinberg that was an interesting thing for him. So that's why I brought it up to you. But it's not like my business is not death focused at all whatsoever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Now, when writing up the policy, you already have to have the DAF created
You can
for the
assign,
policy to be
not
open. Is that correct?
necessarily, you can assign ownership of it to the DAF later.
Okay, so they can open it up individually, but then they can change the ownership of the policy.
Yeah. And I'm not
Okay.
married to that idea. Like I'm not that's just a tax deductible charitable contribution play. But the real infinite banking play is use the cash in the policy to do other stuff, to invest in the market, to buy real estate, to do whatever, like leverage against it to do other stuff.
Okay. 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 That makes a lot of sense, man. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I definitely have a few clients that have whole life policies. I mean, in my specific position, being like the security license and everything like that, I'm pretty limited in everything. But I mean, I definitely think there's a potential collaboration here where I can send you over, pipeline and everything like that.
Yeah, 100%. Like any way I can add more value to your clients and what you're doing and add something that you don't do to your tool belt or whatever you want to call it. That's really, and vice versa. That's all I'm looking to do.
Okay, for sure, man. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I just wanted a clarification, man, because I think, I spent a few hours because it's a very interesting concept.
Nice. That's awesome. What did you like the most?
That it's the, I mean, I've always known about like the whole life thing, but I guess it's conceptually the whole idea that you really don't have to pay back like the loan for any set thing. Like we're able to borrow against securities. We have like our LMAs and everything like that, but the market fluctuates and everything like that. You can get screwed if you're doing anything on margin. You can get screwed. But I guess it's just a very underutilized concept, and utilizing it DAF to kind of write off things. I mean, is just a very niche tactic. I mean, I've heard people using charitable trusts,
Yeah.
but that's a separate entity. And this isn't necessarily a separate entity. So it's just, I thought that was a very, very interesting concept.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I love doing infinite banking. It was and I like that it's niche. Like I don't want to just be everybody's life insurance agent. Like I enjoy doing this niche thing and being great at it.
I will say, man, no, like this is definitely legitimate what you're doing, man. Because I'm sure you come across so many financial advisors. I come across so many real estate agents, but specifically, life insurance guys that are just pitching and don't even know how to even properly strategize. But I mean, you clearly know what you're doing here. It's such a niche factor that, I mean, you're not your everyday Joe Blow insurance agent, man. So I got to give hats off to you because, it's commendable.
Thank you. Absolutely. How else can I add value and be of service to you and what you're doing?
I guess it's vice versa. Like you basically just said, man, anyone that's got, I mean, like the good thing is too, man, is I'm connected to the bank as well. So any, I can do business banking. I can do, a person's retail banking as well, mortgages, HELOCs, private credit,
Through Merrill.
private equity. I mean, I could do it all, but with the insurance stuff, I'm pretty limited on what I can do. So I mean, that's definitely where it can come into play. But I can obviously do the wealth management side, both on the personal business side and the banking side as well.
Okay, cool. That sounds good, man. Awesome. Are you going to any other events coming up that you think would be a good place for me to be?
Yeah, man. So they have the same like-minded real estate event. I mean, I know it's a little further up from you, but it's over in West Palm, man. I believe that's next week, man. I believe it's next Thursday, man. But I would advise you check that out, man, because like I said, man, you get a lot of it. It's all. When I went there, it was all. I mean, you get a few, random people there that are just kind of shoving stuff down your throat. But
Yeah.
people of interest, I would definitely say like the West Palm, man, because you get a different crowd. But I mean, it definitely seems like an untapped potential for what you're doing specifically.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you, and I'll keep connecting you with different stuff. I'll send you my social media stuff too, and anytime that I have somebody that is looking to do some more stuff in the security side of things and stuff that's higher level that I don't know what to do, I'll be sure to connect them with you.
Yeah, man. And real quick, I don't want to take up too much of your time,
Yeah.
but how did you get into this, man? I mean, I used to sell whole life and term life, but I was just,
Yeah.
it was kind of like it's not a pyramid scheme, but it's pyramid built. It was like, a Northwestern Mutual.
Oh, you're at
I'm very
Northwestern?
curious.
What did you not?
It was a Globe Life. It was Globe Life.
Oh, you're at AIL. Yeah.
Yeah, AIL. Yeah, AIL.
What did you not like about them?
I liked it, but what I didn't like about it was like I was very limited in what I could do. It was only whole life and term life,
Right.
and they did provide us with leads and everything like that. So you weren't just incentivized to recruit. I mean, I made plenty of money selling. I was naturally a really good salesman and everything, but it was just limited to the whole life and term life. But you didn't necessarily get proper training on something like this, where you're actually able to borrow against it and utilize it for real estate.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I got started in PHP, which is a different network marketing style insurance agency. Like the big three are AIL, FFL, and PHP, and like WFG and Primerica are in that too. They're just older companies, but I was in PHP, which is Patrick Bet-David's company, PVD Valuetainment
Yeah,
guy.
oh, yeah.
And so I got connected to him through my mindset coach, and then I was in their company just doing like IULs and term and stuff like that, and then I got connected to these other dudes that live in Fort Lauderdale that have been in the industry for a long time and left MetLife when MetLife got bought out by Mass Mutual and created their own boutique firm. And I was like, I kind of want to do higher level stuff. So I started learning from them. And then I left PHP and joined their company. And when I first got set up with the whole life carriers, then one of the head of sales at One America, the carrier that I used the most, he told me, hey, like, you should check out this book. And I was in this dilemma of like IUL versus whole life, because I learned that whole life sucks, but then these guys were more experienced and they were like, no, whole life is everything, and IULs are very tough to understand and they're not really what they appear to be. So I was in this dilemma, and then he told me to read the book Becoming Your Own Banker by Nelson Nash. And that's like the book about infinite banking. It's really easy. It's 77 pages. It's a small book, but it changed my whole mindset when it comes to money. And as soon as I finished that book, I was like, this is what I want to build around. And then we opened up an office a couple weeks later, and then we built a team, and now this is just like our niche. And so, I mean, like me and my wife run the company together, and we have about 20 agents on our team, but it's a harder thing to learn than just selling final expense stuff. You know what I mean? Like you can go join AIL and go just get leads, make calls and make 10 grand or whatever pretty quickly, but you're never going to build like a legitimate book of business and career out of it, you know?